Good morning, Leeds fans. So I thought I would take this opportunity to give a little bit of an overview, a little bit of a summary of everything that's going on with Leeds United because, as you all know, there's been a lot of news in the last 24 hours. So after the fans spent basically the whole weekend kicking off that they've got no information, we're being left in the dark, how can they do this to us? Monday rolls round and everything changes. So we've gone from thinking we're getting double relegation, the club's in the mud, to we're going to win the league again. But if you know me, you know I'm not like that. I try not to get dragged into the rumours and the whispers and the dramatics of football. I try and work on facts. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to lay down the facts of what we know and what is actually happening. There will be other things that are going on out there that I don't know about or I just choose not to talk about yet until they've happened. That's why we are Take Two Football. We talk about stuff that's already happened, is factual and is accurate. So the main thing is, it happened last night, I think about 10:15. The takeover is done. It's official. I never doubted that it would happen. I was aware it would take quite a while. A lot of people were getting very impatient with it, and justifiably, but it's done. And with it comes a whole host of famous sports stars. So I don't think we quite understood the extent of some of the investors that were involved in 49ers Enterprises, but you've got Michael Phelps, one of the greatest Olympians of all time, Jordan Spieth, the golfer, you've got NBA players. These are all really high caliber athletes, but don't get carried away. These guys aren't going to be hanging around Ellen Road. I mean, Larry Nance might, he's been already, but they are part of this wider group, but they're looking for big sporting opportunities. They're not playing around, but they're not going to be involved in the day-to-day running of Leeds United either. So that happened yesterday, officially announced, and I think it's safe to say that we're not going to be short of money. That's for sure. The enterprise group is worth a lot. People are getting confused between the 49ers, as in the American team, and the 49ers Enterprises. They are two separate things. An investment group is a group of people who come together to combine their money to invest it in different things. That could be anything. It could be from a product to a club to whatever. And in this case, they've come together, used the investment fund to take over Leeds United. So, yeah, that's happened. Then if we talk about some older news, so Daniel Farke is the new Leeds United manager. No surprises there. We all know about that. But what I want to talk about is the fact that I think he is the right fit. The vision has been sold to him by the 49ers Enterprises. They've obviously told him they're going to back him with money. Yes, there's a couple of comments he made after the Man United game regarding the loans and things like that, but sometimes things get lost in translation or caught out of context. So I think Farke is more than happy with the task at hand, and Leeds United need to get out of the Championship in the next 2 years. That might annoy some Leeds fans, the fact that I'm saying 2 years, but realistically, it's probably going to take 2 years. People are saying we're going to bounce back up, we're going to smash the league. You've got to have respect for the Championship. It's going to be a tough one. So the next 2 years, we're looking to get back into the Premier League and to stay there. And Farke's done it twice. He's got out of that league twice. Yes, he struggled in the Premier League before, but he's never been backed before. Whereas I think this time he is going to be well backed. So that's that side. Then yesterday, we've also brought in Steinson. So he's coming in from Spurs. I'm not sure how it ended at Spurs, but he's parted ways with them and he's previously been at Everton. That's causing a few people to be a little bit, I don't know, a little bit negative about what he's actually going to bring to the party. So he is coming in as a senior director of transfers, something like that. I don't even know what the title is, but basically he's coming in to oversee transfers at the club at a high level. However, Farke was very keen to make sure that he was a manager, not just a coach. So Farke is still going to have a massive say on the incomings and outgoings of the squad and building the squad. One of the huge things for me last year was we had some talented players, don't get me wrong. Some of the players that we had in the squad were great. They had the ability, but we had an imbalanced squad, and no one can play to their maximal potential if you're in an imbalanced squad because our recruitment was so poor. But we'll save that for another time. Anyway, So we've got a new owners, we're bringing new members of the board in, we've got a new manager. So that's kind of the off the field stuff. And with the new manager, he brought in some of his own coaching staff as well. We saw the goalkeeping coach leave and Farker brought in his own guys. We've seen on some of the behind the scenes stuff on YouTube how they're getting on. So onto the players. Yesterday we made a signing and I absolutely love the way the 49ers are moving. They're moving in silence. This is what I like to see. I hate the rumours. I hate the whispers. A lot of football content creators love jumping on whispers and rumours and doing anything to get those clicks, but it frustrates me. I'm not a big fan, just in life, of gossip, speculation, rumours anyway. I'd rather just, leave it and wait for it to happen. So I love the fact that out of nowhere yesterday, in the morning, Phil Hay said dealings with Ampadu were advanced, and by the afternoon, deal agreed. We'd even got the price down, believe it or not. So rather than the 12 million Chelsea were asking, we managed to get him for 7 million with 5 million add-ons. And still the negative fans were like, but it's 5 million add-ons. Add-ons are good because that means that the player's doing well for you. Because the add-ons are going to be stuff like if he plays this amount of games, if he scores this amount of goals, maybe not in a defender's case, but you know what I mean, keeps this amount of clean sheets. Having the add-ons means that if we're having to pay out those add-ons, the player's doing all right. So I'm absolutely fine with that. 7 million, 5 million add-ons. Ampadu's come in. He is a centre-back, but also plays CDM. People are arguing over which position he might play. I think a lot of that balances on who else we bring in and whether Tyler Adams leaves. There are plenty of other rumours linking other players like Kamara and Pirro and Darlow and players like that. However, a lot of it is just whispers, so I'm just going to leave that to one side because I don't want to talk about stuff that hasn't happened. So that's our incoming player, our one single incoming player. By the time this video is finished, we might have signed someone else, who knows. Other than that, we brought in 2 youngsters into the academy level. Other than that, it's all been outgoings. So let's summarise the actual outgoings, the people who've definitely left Leeds United. Tyler Roberts, we managed to sell to Birmingham City for $500,000. So we made a bit of a loss there, but it's no real loss. Rodrigo, I think a lot of people were gutted about Rodrigo. I liked Rodrigo. I liked that he played for the badge. That for me was that's a quality we look for in Leeds United players: passion, commitment, playing for the badge. However, we did pay 27 million for Rodrigo back in 2020, and I don't believe we did really get our money's worth out of him. Yes, he scored goals. Yes, he showed passion. Last year was his best season, scoring 15 goals in the Premier League. But I still don't think we've really got our value for him. But he brought a lot of energy to us. But we can't be paying 27 million for energy. So unfortunately, he's gone to Qatar for just 3 million. Bit of a disappointing one, but that's the only one I think that we're slightly disappointed on. Robin Koch, we did get a little bit of money for him on a loan fee of 400k, and we've got his wages off the books, and he's gone to Frankfurt, and he won't be returning because he's only got 12 months left on his contract anyway. After that, we've seen a couple of players go out to Roma. So Llorente has returned to Roma. There is an obligation to buy if he plays 50% of the games, but whether Roma are going to actually use him for 50% of the games, I'm not sure. Just this week, Christensen followed him out the door to Roma as well. That's on a 1-year loan deal, so I expect Rasmus will return next year. Brennan Aronson has gone out to Union Berlin, and he actually scored the other day. So for me, stuff like that. So Aronson one is frustrating. Everyone's like, why don't we sell him? Why are we loaning him? We need to sell him. Who's going to buy him? We paid 32 million euros for Aronson. No one's paying that for him right now. So get him off the books, get him on loan at a club that he's probably going to play all right at. He's more suited to the Bundesliga and that style of play. And hopefully his price tag will creep up so it's closer to what we paid for him, so we don't make as big a loss next year if he's to move on. Other than that, I think it's Roca going on loan to Betis. That went through yesterday. No surprises there, no disappointment there. But yeah, I think that's everyone who's officially left and one player officially in. We've got new owners, new manager. Things are looking all right. I appreciate everyone who's watched this video and other videos that I've been putting out. I am trying to get into YouTube a little bit. A lot of my stuff currently is TikTok. But yeah, thank you for the support. And if you like the content, like it, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Let me know if you agree, disagree, on what I think, because I don't think my opinion's right. It's just my opinion, and we've all got them. So yeah, thank you for watching.